everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of Ant Doesn't Know How to Start a Podcast, episode 5. Here we talk about all that Ant we wish could do a little bit better. Just like Amazon Luna could just give us something. Anything would be great. But oh well, you know what? Welcome to the Stratus Gaming Podcast, episode 5. There's not much news today, guys, but we're going to give you a hell of a show. Usually, if there isn't news, we have fun with whatever we're doing. How are you doing, Ant?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of tired. I got 0 sleep last night, and then I stayed up playing Minecraft all day. So that's what I did.
Yep, I know. I was with you on that for quite a bit of it.
For quite a while.
If you want, we can actually just talk about what games we've been playing, because I know you haven't done much.
Yeah, I pretty much played the same 2 games on Stadia that I played all week, which was I played a couple of rounds of PGA, which I can't stop playing that game.
I'm with you on that.
I played some more Immortals, which I'm really loving the game, and I gotta do more.
Yep. Yeah, on the talk of PGA, we do have Mama Manny in the chat, which is my mom. Wonderful woman, wonderful woman. I did show her my Colonel Sanders. My PGA 2K21 golfer, and she liked it. She really did. Trying to show her for like any red light we were at to like show her on my phone.
Yeah.
Come to find out, Google Stadia will lower the quality of your recordings that you've done if you're over mobile data, and you can't change that.
Yeah, because they first you can only play on 720p on your phone, and then they lower the recordings also.
Yep. Now this was like maybe 480p to 240. Like.
Yeah, that's what the recordings come out as when you're on your phone, which is kind of weird, but I get it. I guess, even though it kind of makes no sense. But, you know.
I want to be able to adjust at least the quality. That would be great. And we'll go with that into the topic of the show later about what we want from these cloud gaming services. There's features that each of these don't have, and I really want them to. And Ant, I'm pretty sure you have some as well.
Yes. Are we getting into that right away, or is that going to be the topic of the show?
No, that's the topic of the show.
Okay.
It's just I'm bringing this up now to let everybody know what's coming up, because I've actually played a lot of games in this past week. On and off, I've not beaten any of these games, but I'm slowly making progress in each of them. Let me open back up the dock. There we go. Finally. All right. Because I've made a list. And let's start with Ori and the Secret of Seasons. One of the games that we talked about in episode 3 that was coming to Google Stadia Pro in January. And it is very much an indie game. Or at least feels very indie. Small team. Because graphics, of course, aren't going to be as great as, any AAA. Even some AA games. But what it makes up in graphics, it makes up in character. Each of these characters, it's kind of like a Mulan story.
Yeah.
In terms of, alright, I'm going to pretend to be a boy so I can go in my father's place to go to this meeting and to help save the world. It also has the Chinese aesthetics.
And this is a Stadia Pro game, correct?
Yes.
I need to check this out. Because I remember you were talking about it last week, and I did not get a chance to do it. I might actually play that tonight.
Yeah. I couldn't have talked about it at least last week on the podcast because it was before the new year. And this came out on the 1st. You talked
about it on...
I talked it on Discord.
That's what it was. I always get our Discord conversations and the podcast mixed up.
We're in there too much.
We are in the Discord way too much.
Yep.
Let's see. Where I lost the doc. I'm trying to find it right now.
But, yeah, I really did enjoy it, and it played... Yeah, it is very much Mulan, Mitch, over there in the chat. And, yeah, you can... If you want to be a part of the show live, you can go to twitch.tv/addictivenerds and listen. You can listen to us live, watch us live, screw-ups and all, and have a nice, wonderful chat.
The whole 9.
Yep. Hey... It only happens 80% of the time.
We did 5. This is the 5th episode, and I think we fucked it up 3 times. So what is that? Is that 80%? I think we're giving us less credit.
No, I feel like there's always been something wrong for 4 to 5 episodes. Last week we were fine.
Last week
Episodes
we did
before
do
that-
it with no issues.
Yep, and that's nice. But the next game I played, and I'm very surprised at this game as well, just like PGA, is F1 2020. I was thinking, alright, just another F1 game. I go in, kind of like Project Cars, go in, race a bunch of, actual officially licensed cars and vehicles.
Yeah.
It became a lot more than that. It became like Football Manager, where I had to not only create my driver, I then had to create kind of my team, get my sponsorships, have team activities, have press conferences, and then I do my practice races to go into my qualifying race. And boy, it is a magical experience, that game. I actually haven't... Well, actually, I did race. I did do one practice race. But I haven't done that much more.
It seems like a lot of work, to be honest with you. But, like, that,
I mean,
racing games really never really my thing. Like, I haven't really played a racing game since...
Well, I mean, you can do the quick play as well. Like,
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not to try it out. It is a Stadia Pro game. It's not like I have to pay for it. So, like, what's the harm
or even
booting it up? I don't gotta download
or wasting
it. Yeah.
Or wasting any hard drive space as well.
Yeah. So I might as well give it a shot.
Yep. And then I've also played Division 2, PGA 2K21, getting back more into those games. And I don't know how, but Division 2 is still so much fun. I don't know how it is, but it is. And PGA 2K21. And then getting back into it after I've been in Cyberpunk 2077, I'm getting back into Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And playing it on Stadia, at first I was like, alright, I don't know if I could do the 30 FPS again. Because I want the game to be at least 60. I've enjoyed playing 60 FPS on all my streaming services so far, including my PC. Even if it's not locked at 60, I still enjoy having that experience.
Yeah.
But all in all, playing it on my TV with the Chromecast, with my Stadia controller, I got used to the 30 FPS. As sad as I wanted to share that information.
Yeah.
Because it's the cinematic experience. But all in all, it is a solid experience. I had no frame drops. And right now they're doing... Well, they were doing... I'm pretty sure it's probably over today. The Yule event. The Yule festival. Where you can celebrate, Yule, which is a bunch of pagan holidays and whatnot. And which, has the whole tree. The what are they called? Swags? Wreaths?
I cannot tell you. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay, so before there was Christmas, there was Yule. In fact,
no, I know
still
that.
celebrate
I'm just saying, I know what you're talking about.
So there's a tree with ornaments that go up on it.
You mean the thing that's behind you?
Yes, the thing that is right here. Except real, and I think it takes place in 800 AC or something. AD.
That was AC. What are you talking about? Wi-Fi? Like, what's happening? What are you talking about?
No.
I know.
I'm pretty sure it's Assassin's Creed AC. It's the 800th AC. There was a time where they were releasing Assassin's Creeds every 6 months. I felt like, but now and then, Immortals Phoenix Rising. I also got a little back into that on Stadia. That is a 60 FPS title, or at least you can change the frame rate to allow high frame rate or high quality. And honestly, there's no real difference between high quality and high frame rate with that kind of game. So just set it to 60, have fun.
So Stella is saying that you're forgetting to mention Uno over Stadia, and that you guys had a lot of fun playing that.
And that was our next game, Uno, on Stadia. Now, you could do either the pass the controller around, or you can do what we did and connect a PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 controller, and the Stadia controller. I could have connected an Xbox controller to it too, and we were all able to play Uno together, or at least her and I.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did a couple rounds of what was it? Reverse it, flip it.
Mm-hmm.
Uno flip it, which has two different sides with different rules for each side of the card. I also got her. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when you play multiplayer on Uno, it's same teams, right? You can't play against each other because obviously you see each other's cards.
Correct. We were on the same team going against another team, which we did a bots. Because, we didn't want to necessarily go up against, pro Uno players. But I also got into the 0-7 rule.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're the fucking worst.
Oh, that's what she thought too. But I love those rules.
Nothing surprises me more than Rob, the Master of Chaos, deciding, hey, you know what? Every time you get a 7 or a 0, it's like, was it a reverse or a skip? No, what was it? No, you have to end with that. Right?
7, you change with a card. You change your cards with another player. 0 is it goes in the direction of the game in play order. So you'll switch cards with the person next to you. But that card has to be played, not necessarily drawn.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, that's I love those rules, especially when you do the play to match play to match.
Like, I remember Achievement Hunter did that, and they made a 3-hour Let's Play because of that fucking game.
2.5 hours. But they also set it to 500 points.
They did. It was way too high.
But those games do last forever. Like I'm pretty sure, like our first game with the 0-7 probably lasted about a half an hour or so. One game of Uno. And God, I love it when it's like that. That extra bit of chaos
that's too long. That's too long, Rob.
Oh, it is. But also the play to match rule where, oh no, you don't have a card available to play. All right, you'll just continuously draw until you can play something.
Yeah.
All right, you now have 26 cards. Let me tell you, when you get enough cards, you don't see them all next to each other. You have to scroll through each of them. Oh. And then the last game on my list of what I played was Monopoly. And I do not have it on Xbox. I do have it on PC and other PC gaming focused cloud gaming that's connected with Ubisoft Plus.
Yeah.
Which, who knows? There is rumors that Ubisoft Plus would be coming to Game Pass. And I know one of our friends, MC Fixer, friend of the show, was talking about, doing like a 4-player Monopoly. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it can go up to 5 or 6.
You can go up to 8 players on Monopoly.
8 players, yeah. And I would love to play Monopoly with you guys. It's just I don't want to necessarily have to buy it again on Xbox.
Because it's
especially
no
right
crossplay,
now.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I've had it on Xbox for years. Cause like when that game came out, I bought it instantly. Granted, I was super upset because my favorite Monopoly game, I don't know if anyone knows this is a deep cut.
Oh.
On Xbox 360 and PS3, there was a game called Monopoly Streets. And the 360 version was the superior version because it lets you play Monopoly with your Xbox avatar. So that was your character that ran around the board. So it was a superior version.
Any game that came out on the 360 that had the avatars was automatically a great game.
Yeah. Not a lot of games used it.
I know. There's a surprisingly amount. Because not only, there was quite a few Hasbro games that allowed avatars. There was Netflix on the 360 that you can go into a lobby with your friends. And have the avatars. A World of Keefling, a Town of Keefling was another one.
But Rob, this is enough about talking about gaming in the past. We're here to talk about gaming in the future. So why don't we move over to the news?
Yes, and there's not a lot of news, but news nonetheless, because we'll start out with something small, of that Stadia is now showing up on the Play Store on Google TV. Which, for those who aren't aware, the new Chromecast with Google TV, which has the remote of this right here, does not have Stadia supported on it at its launch. However, as of a couple days ago, it started showing up on the Play Store on the Google TV, which it does say that the device is currently unavailable, but the fact that there's now a store page, and there hasn't been an update to the Stadia app at all in the last couple weeks, probably means that it's around the corner of having the support, or at least official support of the device, which would be fantastic. It would definitely help out everybody else in terms of find out what can I do to really get into Stadia if I don't have a computer already and I don't want to necessarily use the small screen that I have on my phone. And it coming to Google TV, which is now the $50 Chromecast, which is cheaper than the Chromecast Ultra, would be...
So it is cheaper, but remember, it doesn't come with the Ethernet adapter. And once you buy the Ethernet adapter, it's the same price as a Chromecast Ultra.
But
That's
I will
the only
say,
difference.
I have been playing it over Wi-Fi because I did sideload Google Stadia onto. Jeez, sorry, I found a little hair from my lovely wife in this in this sweater.
My sweater.
Yes, this is your sweater, my love. Sorry, she's over on the other side of the room. Listen live and also in the chat. Thank you, my love. But yeah. Okay, I was talking... Oh yeah, I'm using the Wi-Fi on my Google Stadia because at least for the Chromecast right now, I have to sideload the app onto it in order for me to play it. But they also recently added support for the Stadia controller in the December 21st or 23rd update. I can't remember exactly which day. I want to say it's 21st. So then I was able to play with my Stadia controller from the couch and not have to worry about anything extra. And it ran, at least now, it ran flawless.
Yeah.
Like, I had no drop frames, and that's with my Wi-Fi.
Yeah. That's not bad, then. Yeah, because I heard, I saw, some speed tests. People, siloed the speed test app up there, and they ran it wired and wireless, and you actually get slower speeds from wired. Because I'm guessing that just has something to do with, it might not be like a gigabit Ethernet port. And 5G
or more than,
gets more than that, so, I don't know.
You get the 5 gigahertz, yeah. But, I mean, it's also probably a USB 2.0. In terms of what's on there, not
the interface,
USB 3.0.
So that had a cap at 150. So, I don't know. I still want to get the new Google TV. I should get one, but I may just wait until the app is officially supported. And it seems like soon. If they already have it up there, but you can't download it.
Officially.
Pretty soon. Hopefully. They did say first half of the year. So hopefully it's closer to February or something, or sooner. Then I'll pick one up.
Yep. I would love for us to talk about next week that it is now officially on the new Chromecast.
That would be nice if next week
because
that's the new story.
Yep, and if it comes to the Google TV, fingers crossed, it's for our friends over there in the Android TV side. For those that I know, quite a few of our friends have the Sony X900 H. I forget exactly.
It's the official TV of the Press YYZ Discord.
Yes. There's 6 people that have this TV. I mean, it has the features you want. The 4K 120. It's 4. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is 4K. It's 120. Has the adaptive refresh rate. All that fun stuff. Yep. But yeah. There probably is 6 or 7 real people. I'm not exaggerating on that number. It is extremely, I wouldn't say surprising or disappointing, but, I think it is a little surprising that 6 or 7 people have the same TV, and they got it around the same time.
Well, 'cause they all fucking love that TV, but okay, yep. So.
I would have said just get an OLED, but.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I want an OLED, but I don't want to get an OLED yet, because they still have those, the plasma TV issues with the burn-in. And it does happen. Even with the pixel shift, it still happens.
Yep. Well, it's also if you keep it on for, 24 hours a day.
Well, gaming is the issue because all the
HUD.
The hub and stuff, the HUD.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's... what was you going to
say? I was going to say, if you can't get the LG OLED TV, Vizio did just also release their own OLEDs that are much cheaper. And I know I've seen them go on sale at Best Buy for down as low as $800 for a 55-inch.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
it also has that 4K 120.
Okay. So yeah, let's
So enough
get to
about
the next-
Stadia
let's get to the
now
next
showing
story.
up, because now since it's now past the first of the year, we're now new month, new year, new games coming to services. Would you like to start with PlayStation now?
Yeah, might as well. Might as well get that out the way. That trash fire. Get that out of here. No, wasn't it like third on our list last week? Fourth. It was fourth. It was right above Luna.
I can't. But now it's official, these games, because they were on the PlayStation blog today.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
our first game is The Crew 2. And if you don't know, The Crew 2 takes place in an American motorsport scene where you explore and dominate the land, air, and sea. So now, not only can you now do more than driving cars, you can now drive or fly planes, and what's it called? You don't drive a boat.
You do drive a boat. You 100% drive a boat. You 100% drive a boat.
I feel like there should be a different word for it, because you fly a plane, because there's your air.
You drive a boat like you have a steering wheel, like you're driving a boat.
I'll say this: you captain a boat.
Okay, sure.
Sure. I'll do that.
I mean, you can also captain a plane, so it's not. Fucking Rob. Okay, so Crew 2, Surviving Mars, great game. It's like City Skylines, but on Mars, where you're like colonizing Mars. Great game. I enjoyed it a lot when I played it on Game Pass a while back. I don't think it's up there anymore. But yeah, check that out if you got it. And then the last game, Frostpunk Console Edition. I have no clue what this is. Have you ever heard of it?
So enjoy a complex strategic challenge along a rich narrative in this alternative take on the 19th century Industrial Revolution. Heat means life as you construct and maintain a steam-fueled Victorian city in the social survival game.
Fuck, this game got a 9 out of 10 from IGN.
Dang, yeah.
Nuts.
Some of these games, did review really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, only the 3 games coming to PlayStation now for this month.
Yep.
And The Crew 2, I believe, if I read correctly, was also going to be leaving the service in June.
Oh, so they got it for a couple of months? That's good. Because most of the time it's like 30 days.
Yep.
Okay, so we can go over to Game Pass for xCloud games. So we got football. It's just PES? Or is it PES? Is it PES?
I think it's PES.
PES 2021. It's a soccer game, guys. This is America. Yep. We say soccer here. It's not football. It's a soccer game.
Well, this is more of the European league, so...
Yeah. They call it football, but football's Madden. You got Little Acre. That's January 7th. Little Acre takes place in 1950s Israel, following the story of, was it Aiden?
Okay, all right. Let's take this from the top. Does that say Israel or Ireland?
What did I say? Did I say Israel?
You said
because I read it in my head as Ireland and then said Israel. Wow. That's
1950s Israel.
Yeah, Bub's screaming.
It's second nature to you.
I mean, I can't fucking read.
I mean, Ireland, Israel, same place.
Same place. It's like not in America, so like it's all the same place.
It's all Great Britain.
And then you got Torchlight 3, January 14th. And then friend of the show, Saint by Designs, another cast member of Addictive Nerds on the podcast on Friday, will really enjoy this one. Injustice 2. So, Chris, you can play Injustice 2 on your Android phone on January 7th.
Yep.
I don't know how well it's going to play, but give it a shot. You got Game Pass Ultimate. Why not try it?
Yep.
Injustice 2 is a fighting game. You play with DC characters. They got all of them. Not all of them. They got like top villain in there. A couple of side people like Blue Beetle that no one ever heard of. Birds going nuts. I apologize for that.
Yep. But I will say another thing with Injustice 2 is it also has its own story mode, kind of like how Mortal Kombat does, and it is actually a very riveting story. And yeah, it's coming to Game Pass, so if you already have the service, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Even if you don't necessarily have the Ultimate version, or you don't have an Android phone. Mm-hmm. Well, luckily, in the first half of this year, or first few months, we'll actually see xCloud on more than just Android.
Yep.
Which we did knock it down a bit because it only supported Android. And device supported when we did our whole list of the best cloud gaming services last week. But yeah.
Okay. And then we got the Stadia games for January. You can take this away because I'm not going to pronounce that incorrectly so you can make fun of me.
All right. Well, it's pronounced El Hijo, Wild West Tale.
That's never going to happen.
It's a non-violent stealth game, replacing violence with a mischievous playfulness of a young child. One core element of the gameplay in El Hijo is using the shadows to hide his advantage to hide from the outlaws. The gameplay is extended naturally as variations of existing mechanics are gradually introduced and then combined and increased is the challenge. These twists on familiar mechanics are often a product and a varied environments that the boy must travel and traverse to reach his ultimate goal, freedom. So it sounds like being here in the U.S.
Oh my God! Move on, Rob. Move on.
All right. Well, the other ones I'm not going to give descriptions because we did talk about these as well when they were first announced in episode 3. The only reason why I said El Hijo and gave its description was because it wasn't previously announced for Pro this month. But the other games were Ori and the Secret of the Seasons, which I've already given my kind of my first impressions on, Figment, F1 2020, and Hotline Miami. And yeah, like I said, not much in terms of news today. But there are a bunch of games coming out on services, and yeah, a bunch of new games to play and try. I think now it's time for the topic of the show. And that is what we want from our game streaming services. And I realized I could have put one more kind of category for all this, and that's overall. And I think my overall thing I would love to get from all these services is crossplay. And let me tell you, we were talking about this earlier. There is no crossplay for PGA, none for Monopoly, none for Uno. Like all these games,
that's really
would be
just
great.
a thing of the gaming industry in general, where they need more crossplay, especially for like games like PGA. Like every sports game should have crossplay. I don't know why it doesn't have crossplay. Like Division 2 has crossplay with PC. Destiny 2 is getting crossplay with PC. Like at least there's that. But like a lot of these companies just don't do crossplay.
Well, Destiny 2 is also going to do crossplay eventually with all platforms as well.
Yeah, I know they're starting with PC and Stadia, and then they're going to move it over.
And I would love to play Avengers on the best platform, Stadia. But guess what? I can't crossplay with anybody else. And guess what? I'm only going to play with, 7 or 8 people?
I mean, Rob, you just said you wanted to play Avengers on the best platform. That's like saying I want to play the worst game ever made on the best platform ever made.
If I want to see the worst game in its best opportunity.
Mitch is not here to enjoy that dig at Avengers.
You know what? He'll listen to it in the VOD.
Yeah.
Or the...
Okay, so you want to start off with Luna? Because I'm pretty sure we have the same first answer. Which is just anything. Like anything.
Yeah.
Like just give us something, please, Amazon. Like it's been out for like 4 or 5 months yet. And you haven't put a news article out about it in like 4 weeks. Like, what is happening?
Like, I literally looked up on Google. I looked up Amazon Luna. Went to the news tab. There hasn't been anything new in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The only thing that's been new, relatively, is another person's review of the service. And guess what? Still not giving it the best light. But yeah. So yeah, pretty much any information for Amazon Luna would be good.
Give us a roadmap. Give us something that's happening. When we getting higher bit rates, something. Just give us something.
And yeah, that's our next thing, and that's higher bit rates.
Yeah.
Higher bit rates, higher resolution.
Because right now it's stuck at 1080, and it sucks that you only get 1080, and you have to pay for this service. Granted, the service is about the same price right now as GeForce Now. I think it's going up. But it is also a subscription service, so you do get like 20 games. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
Like the best game up there is Control.
Yep, on the Ubisoft, or yeah, not
No,
Ubisoft,
that's just on Amazon.
Luna Plus.
Yeah, that's on the Luna Plus thing, which is $6 a month right now. So yeah, higher bit rate, higher resolution. I would love to go up for 4K. Even if it was 1080 with a higher bit rate, so it's not as much compression and shit like that, it'll be better.
Because yeah, like I don't mind it being 1080p. Like I played GeForce Now, all of Cyberpunk, and like I had no issues with that because I was able to set the bit rate to 50 megabits, not 5. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's like watching a Twitch stream of compression, and it's
real
not
bad.
great. It is.
Luna has a lot of potential. I still want to try. I still want to pick up that Luna controller and I get like a fair shake with like how they intend it to be played. But there's not anything on that platform that I want to play. Like what I feel about Luna is the way that people feel about Stadia for the longest time, where they're like, "There's nothing to play. It's all old games." Which is now I'll say Stadia is not really there anymore because they are getting games day and date with other consoles. But Luna's just like falling behind. Granted, still in beta, so you got to give them some benefit for that. Because they didn't just launch it, but still.
Yeah.
And then the third thing, more games/channels. So Amazon Luna, as of now, they don't let you buy games individually. You have to subscribe to a channel. So right now there's 2 channels. They have the Luna Plus channel, which is the channel you get $6 a month playing Amazon. It's like 20 games up there. Then you have the Ubisoft Plus channel, that if you pay for Ubisoft Plus, you can just link that and then play those games just like Stadia. They need more. There's really nothing up there. I never go, like, I have not logged into Luna in a while because I have no clue. Like, last time, when I first looked up there's nothing I really wanted to play. I played Control for like a half an hour and then just never went back.
Yep. And I was switched from Control from Amazon Luna to GeForce Now. Like, I bought Control because I wanted to play with the ray tracing. And Amazon Luna, although it has, like, cards that could probably do it, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you would think they are AWS, Amazon Web Services. You'd think that they'd have a server or two that could do it. They own like what 70% of the internet or something.
I don't know. I know most of like the purchasing stuff is through Amazon, so that's what I do know. Yeah. Okay, so that's our three picks for Luna. Let's see, where did I put the dock at? I just lost it again. Here it is.
Yep. Our next little service is GeForce Now.
So I really can't talk to this because I really have used GeForce Now one time. Yep, same thing before. Rob is putting in GeForce Now needs more AAA games. Not when I did look at the service, not a lot of publishers pulled out after the beta because they didn't approve of that. So like it lost a lot of heavy hitters that you just cannot play up there, and I think it would be beneficial to them to try to get that back, but I don't know how well that's working out for them because they got Cyberpunk day one, but still, that can only get you so far.
And one game that would probably do best on this platform and probably be preferred is Call of Duty. Like, I don't want to have to download 150, 160 gigabytes.
I think Call of Duty would be great on a cloud platform, but I don't know if anyone wants to play it up there. But you would have to try it before you can know if it's bad or not.
Yeah.
Like, people talk about the latency, but like I would like to at least give it a shot.
And I mean, GeForce Now has free-to-play games, and you don't necessarily need to pay for the service. You just won't get... You'll just have to wait in a queue, depending on how many people are in it.
Yep.
And you won't have the ray tracing.
Yeah.
But... For like Warzone, for example, there's no ray tracing.
Yeah, you don't get that anyway.
Yeah, and like if you don't mind waiting in a little bit of a queue, it's probably still be quicker than having to go and download 150 gigabytes or more. Especially like imagine day of, like Call of Duty Cold War, you could just go, all right, play now, and there you go. You save yourself having to download both the full game, its assets for Warzone. And, oh god, there was one more. An HD texture pack.
Yeah.
Because
you don't want to have to do, so. That would help them. But, I don't really know what NVIDIA's trying to do with this service. I don't even know if they're even talking to these companies to try to get games back. So Rob's typing something now. It looks like he's typing for the second thing, 4K resolution. Yes. It does not have 4K resolution. It maxes at 1080p, but you do get ray tracing. So, I don't know if the GPUs they have up there can do 4K with ray tracing, so that's why I don't know if that's in there. Maybe their second-gen Tesla one, maybe?
True, but I mean, still even being able to just do any 4K resolution, because it can do
give me
like
4K with
4K
give me
30.
4K no ray tracing or 1080 ray tracing. I'm fine with that. But they don't even give you the option to do either one of those.
Okay.
But you can get ray tracing 1080.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean that's the main two, because HDR as well. There's no HDR support, which, in all honesty, there's only one service on here that has HDR support, and that's Google Stadia.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd probably actually put that more of an overall thing. I'm gonna move it there.
Okay.
Yeah, more overall of people having the 4K HDR option for streaming.
So, Stadia. I have two things in mind. One, we already said this for two of the services. But the first thing, why the fuck can you not search the store on Stadia at all? Google is known for one fucking thing. What is that one thing, Rob?
It is a search engine. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna Google something. All right. Go. Let's go into Stadia. What am I gonna do? Oh, I want to search for a game. I want to Google a game.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it in the service. Not even on the mobile phone. I have to scroll through to find a game.
The only way to search is if you download an external plugin in Chrome. Someone who doesn't work for Google made this for Stadia, but Google has not added this to the fucking site. I don't know if they realize it, if they forgot it doesn't exist, or what the point is. It's been a year, and it's not a thing. Why is this not a thing?
Yeah. I am surprised that we've gone this long without a search function. All right, maybe it was fine when there was only, 12, 14 games on the service.
Yeah, you didn't really
Guess
need
what?
one.
Guess what? There's a lot more games on it now.
Yeah.
I don't want to scroll through alphabetically, one by one, down to PGA 2K21 so I can gift it to someone. Oh, you know what? That's another thing I want from Google Stadia. I want gifting. Because I can't just gift a game to a friend so they can join me. We have a friend, Loki Mike, who would be great to play PGA with, because we got Mitch, we got you and I. And it's like, yeah, I would love to play PGA with them.
Yeah.
With us on Stadia, because guess what? That's where we're playing most of the game now. We've finished games on Stadia versus on the PlayStation. And it's very surprising on that.
Yeah. So, number 3. Same thing as everything. We could probably even move this one to overall. More games. Granted, they're working on it and they are doing it. I'm going to say more exclusives. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do more exclusive.
I think they have 3 or 4 exclusive. Granted, all the exclusives I played, minus one of them, pretty good. Guilt, pretty good. Overcast, that's Overcaster?
Yeah.
Overcast. Really fun game for multiplayer. Submerged, okay. Nothing to write home about. Granted, I only played like 2 hours of it. Like I went in, dipped my toes, and was like, eh.
I would say probably also Cyberpunk 2077 in terms of being actually able to play it.
Well, I mean, they fixed a lot of it now. I'm pretty sure a lot of people aren't really having that bad experience. You're not hearing about it as much as you did.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody was saying Google Stadia was the best place to play this.
Okay. So I guess we can move on to PlayStation now. I have one suggestion. Don't exist.
No. No. I will give it a chance to exist, because guess what? I can't play it on my PC.
Okay. It is on more platforms technically than Game Pass.
It is. It is on PC and PlayStation.
So
guess what? XCloud isn't even on the Xbox. That's
same thing as before. Second one, high resolution, because it's locked at 720, right?
Or you know what? I would say adjustable resolution.
Okay. And
like I would love to be able.
When I tried them, they also need to work on their latency issue, because there's a lot of like that's like the worst one when I tried it. Granted, that was like a couple of years ago, so I don't know if they fixed it.
Oh, they have. They've definitely fixed it.
Okay. Because yeah, it wasn't great.
Because yeah, I was playing Bloodborne on it, and I had no issues with it.
So third thing for PlayStation Now, I'm guessing. I wish their first party game stayed up there longer.
Or just have your triple game.
Well, they do put AAA games up there, but they just need to be up there for longer. Half time they're up there for 1 month. And it's all old games on like the PS3. Like that's the only way to play backwards compatible games is on that, which is
Yeah, I would. I would say probably more first party to stay.
Yeah, to stay longer.
Yeah, just stay. Mm-hmm. I want them to stay. The only first party game that's really on there, besides Bloodborne, is Days Gone.
Yeah. That's still up there?
Yes.
That's because nobody wants to play it except for TJ. And I think Mike said he likes Days Gone also.
Actually, I could have sworn that's one of those that I've seen up there for months on it.
PlayStation Now or no?
I do.
Wow, Rob. I almost bought a year because it was like $20 or like $30, and I just didn't do it. Okay, so while you're looking up that, I guess we can go. We can move on to Game Pass. Like I said, short episode. It's only like 45 minutes this week. Game Pass, more devices. I know it's coming to iOS. They come to PC. I would love it to be on the Xbox, or at least like the base Xbox or Xbox One X. Rob, you look real lost right now.
Oh, I just saw a game from the past. It's a PlayStation exclusive, and that's Ape Escape. When are we getting a new Ape Escape?
Never. But besides more devices, I'll be honest with you, I don't have any issues with Game Pass. That's the only suggestion I can really give them. But they're working on it. So it's like, what else? Do you have anything else for Game Pass that they can improve on?
Yeah, same as PlayStation Now in terms of like
but don't they adjust the resolution on their own, right? But
yeah.
They don't do 4K yet. They only do 1080.
I think
they go down to 720.
Well, it just does its own thing. Like it's not adjustable. That's the thing.
You mean like for you to adjust it yourself?
Yeah, not user adjustable.
Okay.
And that's the same with PlayStation Now. Like being able to change the bitrate and HDR support. But yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, really, it's only on one device, and that's Android. And I would love for it to, be able to play it on my Google TV or over Chromecast or whatnot. Like, it could. It's possible.
It is possible.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Well, you can sideload it on Chromecast. You can sideload it on any Android TV.
Yeah, but it's not as good at the moment. Well, I haven't actually tested Game Pass yet.
You should try it out, Rob, and report back next week.
Yeah,
I'll
do
project. You should try that out and then report back to us next week and let us know.
Yep. I'll do with the latest APK.
Okay. So, like I said, that was pretty much the topic of the show. Like we said in the beginning of the show, short episode, about 45 minutes long. A little bit longer than that. We started like 3 minutes early because Mr. Mitch George gratefully sent us a raid our way. So we decided to start a couple of minutes earlier. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for coming to episode 5 of Stratus Gaming Podcast. You can find myself on Twitter, AntGoro6. I no longer do Twitch on my own thing. This is my only channel now. The other one's dead. Killed it off. I can't do 2. It's too much work.
Shot it in the head, left it in the garbage.
Shot it in the head, left it in the backyard. It's just slowly dying. You can follow Rob here on Twitter and on everything else at Robbie Rob Plays. I'm guessing he also has an OnlyFans too. He likes to talk about, so I guess I'll plug his OnlyFans.
Yeah, you can also. I don't know if I'm actually able to talk about that on Twitch. I don't know if that's allowed. But you know what? Screw it. I'll say it anyways. You can follow me over at onlyfans.com/RobbieRobPlays.
Yo!
I love how you can hear. That's my wife, everyone. But yeah, no. Anyways, but yeah, that's pretty much my socials. Yeah, pretty much just follow me. Robbie Rob Plays it anywhere really.
Yeah. Same thing. Angoro6, Instagram, Facebook. We got the Addictive Nerds Twitter. So at Addictive Nerds. We also have Stratus Gaming Pod. So at Stratus Gaming Pod. I don't know why we actually have both of those. We should only really use one of them.
Well, Addictive Nerds is the network. Stratus Gaming Pod is
just for the podcast. Yeah, but that's kind of a lot. I really also need to start using those more.
Yep. I'm using them.
But I'm bad at the Twitters, so I really don't do it. But yeah, we also have a YouTube. Unfortunately, we are not at 100 subs, so we cannot get a custom link. And I don't feel like giving you all the letters. So what I'm gonna do is,
You can just
we will tweet
pull it
it
up
out.
in the description.
yeah, we'll put it in the description. We'll tweet it out on, like I said, if you follow
Yeah.
at Addictive Nerds or Angoro6, we'll tweet all that out. We're trying to get a
Well,
push
it's-
to 100 subs. So tell all your friends. Right now we have 4 episodes. We have 3 episodes 'cause we missed the first one of Stratus Gaming up there. We're gonna start doing some gameplays. Me, Rob, and Night Eyes are doing a Stone Block 2 playthrough. The next time we stream that, I'm gonna clip that out. Actually, we can actually clip out the first one we did because we both streamed it.
For
So we can
which
clip
one?
the first
Oh,
one out and edit that up too.
yeah.
so we can
Well,
put that
No,
Let's Play
I
up there.
streamed the second one.
I streamed the first one. So
Yeah.
did Rob. I mean, so did Rick.
Nice.
Yeah. So we can download those and edit those up together. So yeah, we'll tweet that out. So if everyone can go follow that, the YouTube channel, so we can get a custom link and it'll be easier to talk about, that would be great. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate you all stopping by. I appreciate all the subs that we got today. Today was our first affiliate stream. Well, stream as affiliates on Twitch. So yeah, we did that. It took like a month, but we did it.
Yep.
So yeah. You got anything else, Rob, for the peoples?
Really just stay awesome. Yeah. There'll be a lot more entertainment here on Addictive Nerds channel here on Twitch. And yeah. I got nothing else.
All right. Well, that was Stratus Gaming Podcast, and I hope everybody has a great night. See you guys next week, same time.